So guys, it's 6 p.m. I've done 1,212 steps. I am in Kensington and I'm gonna walk back home. Quick check-in, it is 7:30 p.m. I've just got to Westfield. I've done 6,668 steps. I'm going to walk around Westfield and get some holiday stuff that I need. And then I'm probably going to walk back from Westfields. I'll see how that goes, how I'm feeling once I've walked around Westfields. So I think that will definitely rack up some steps. It's 9 p.m. and I've done 9,524 steps. What I wanted to speak about today, firstly, I'm disappointed at myself yesterday, like I said in yesterday's video, that I didn't complete 12,000 steps. I am annoyed because discipline is something that I'm really trying to build. These videos are in the midst of me changing my life and becoming a better version of myself and leveling up in my life. So I'm not there yet. I am not claiming to know everything. I am literally in the middle of the change. Either you follow along in my journey or you don't, but I will change and I will level up my life. I hope you guys can hear me because I just listened back to that last part and it was super windy. I'm kind of out of the wind now. Anyway, for me, the first reason and the main reason why I am wanting to change and in the middle of change is because I dislike where I'm currently at in my life. This time next year, I do not want to be where I am. It's mentality. It's how I show up for myself. It's in my level of discipline and self-control, what I feed my mind with, and then also environment. I want to be in a different apartment, a different area. I'm gonna start firstly by being quite open and vulnerable right now and start with my weaknesses. I think I have kind of masked them for a bit in years and I have become someone who goes with the flow, which isn't good. It means I'm easygoing, but it also means that sometimes going with the flow, you lack a level of discipline and control, and you lack the ability to actually really focus because you're going with the flow. And it also means that there's a bit of a lack in your goals, accomplishing your goals. Because I have goals, I've always had goals, but the lack of accomplishing the goals have been not great because I've gone with the flow, right? I think we tend to really hone in on our weaknesses, and it's something that has kind of like been in my mind and I think about it a lot, but I haven't made the changes until now. Another weakness of mine is leaving things to the last minute, and I think the main reason for that is being a business owner, a solo business owner. There's a lot for me to think about in the day, and it means that things get pushed back. I tend to not always focus on what I need to focus on, especially if I know it requires a lot of time and effort. I recently learned as humans we have an issue with decision fatigue, and that is me. We have to make so many decisions every single day that we become tired, and I have a lot of decision fatigue. Little things, simple things. What am I going to wear today? How am I going to do my hair? I have slowly but surely tried to change those, but we'll get onto that in like the positive changes. Another reason for leaving things to the last minute is procrastination. Oh my goodness, girl. When I tell you I am probably the number one procrastinator in the world, it's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I don't know why, I don't know when this started, but I can procrastinate. I told you I'm being open and honest. Even like if you look on my YouTube channel, I started this whole thing back in 2018 with the hopes that I'll get like 100k subscribers, and then year after year I procrastinate. I don't post videos. I make videos, but I don't edit them. I become so engrossed in something else, it just gets left on the back burner. But we are in the midst of change. There are some great steps that I've been taking to get myself out of the procrastinating mode, so stay tuned for those. Just a quick update, it's 9:20 p.m. and I've done 11,617 steps. which is fantastic. I'm nearly at the 12k mark. Okay, and lastly, I think my last weakness is not having boundaries, solid boundaries with myself and also others. So it meant that I was in a relationship for a very long time that did not have a plan, and it didn't have the level of commitment that was necessary. But I look back and I think if I had boundaries with myself years ago, because I'm not blaming him, it's my boundaries. If I had boundaries with myself, then I would have put boundaries in place in the relationship a long time ago. And what does that look like? If we are not leveling up in our relationship within a year, 2 years, then bye. You know, creating a boundary dependent on what I want in life. And so it means that I'm not where I'm at because I've been relaxed with my boundaries. I've gone with the flow. Then I also think boundaries trickle into discipline. So if you don't have boundaries, then it means that you probably lack a bit of discipline with yourself. If you don't have boundaries, you probably lack self-control. If you don't have boundaries, you probably lack the ability to actually follow things through. So yeah, they're my weaknesses. And now let's get into the juicy bits as to how I am changing that. Like I said, everything is very much at present. I'm going through these changes, and honestly, so far so good. So the first thing that I've done to change myself, make changes in my life, is write it down. I was baptized this year in May, and I have got some great little nuggets from the Bible, some great takeaways that I have implemented in my life. And in Habakkuk, I think that's how you pronounce it, 2 verse 2, it says to write it down, make it plain, make it clear. And I have done exactly that. So I've written down everything, and I actually am still writing it down. I'll share some of the things. So I have written down who I want to be, what are my routines, what do I dress like, what do I eat, what do I smell like, what do I look like, what does my hair look like, every single element of who I want to be externally all the way to internally. What is my mentality? What are my morals? What are my boundaries? What are my characteristics? What are my personality traits? So what do I smell like? There's this perfume by Bottega Veneta in Selfridges that I stumbled across. Basically, they've recently come out with a fragrance range, and my favorite is Hinoki, and it's insanely amazing. It's like a fresh oud. I also like hibiscus mahajid, I think it is. So that's what I smell like. My hair is my natural hair, very curly, very bouncy, lengthy, and luscious, soft, shiny, glowy. I just had to stop the camera just then. A guy was like walking right behind me. I don't know if you saw that in the last video, but yeah, that was weird and creepy. This is the issue with walking late at night. But don't worry, I'm on 10 toes. And also, I can hear with these headphones. It's not noise cancellation, so I can hear any ruffles or anything behind me. And the thing is about writing it down, it has to be clear and plain and in detail. You might think that these things are weird and superficial to be writing things like that down, but this is what you have to do. Your brain learns off of repetition. It learns by acts of constantly thinking about something, doing something. And for you to want to change and be that person, you need to know what it is. So write it down so clearly that you can read it, even if it's like an everyday thing that you go back and look at every day and read it every day. Your brain will naturally learn and will be trained in, okay, this is me, this is Charisse, this is you, this is her. And when I say write it down plain and clear, guys, I've gone into everything, and not just about me, about the partner I want to be with. I've written down how many kids I want, where I would even like them to attend school. Like, it's deep. Say all of the things that I've written down don't come to fruition, at least I have a plan. You know, you're not going to go anywhere in life without a plan. And for a long time, the plan was just very much in my head. going with the flow. Now the plan is made clear and plain. That is really helping me. It's helping me stay focused, and it's helping me stay accountable, because I know that, okay, this is what I want, so how far am I from XYZ? What else do? I walk daily because I want to keep my body active and fit. I also have a gym schedule. I want to build muscle. I want to have strength. And of course, I'm a woman who's disciplined. So walking 12K steps every single day without fail is discipline. It's me making promises to myself and sticking to those promises, as well as writing it down. I also pray about it. Prayer has been very helpful in my life. Some have been answered prayers. Some prayers are still yet to be answered. But my thinking is, if you believe in God, then if God made me, this entire world, everything that we know exists because of God, then how can my prayers not be answered? We have a God of the impossible. What we think is impossible is not impossible to God. So obviously, everything I do, prayer has been such a huge part of my life. Philippians 4 verse 6, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, put your requests and thanksgiving, I think it is, to God. And so that's what I've been doing. And even if you don't believe in God, I don't know, you believe in the universe or the divine, whatever it might be, just take time out of your day to sit still and focus on what you want to do. Focus on everything that you've written down. Pray about it, meditate over it, whatever it might be. I mean, I don't pray about every single point that I've written down every single day. It varies. Sometimes I fast over the things that I are praying about, but I will make it known. Okay, so it's 9:45 and I've done 13,456 steps. Okay, so back to how I'm leveling up myself in real time. We have written it down because you've got to start somewhere, and where you have to start is with a plan. We pray about it, we meditate about it, we focus on it. And then I think this is like the biggest change that I'm currently in the midst. Remember, I'm in the middle of this, is motivation. A few years ago, I learned that firstly, disciplined people are not disciplined because they want to be, because they have the excitement to be disciplined. They're disciplined because their environment allows them to be disciplined. For example, if you want to go to the gym but you're struggling to motivate yourself, then you have to put things in place to force you to go to the gym. If that means sleeping in your gym clothes, then sleep in your gym clothes, because you're going to wake up in your gym clothes. You might as well go. Lay your shoes out, lay your gym stuff out, put it on the door handle. You have to implement things in your life for you to almost give yourself motivation. So just like the example I gave with the gym clothes, even starting a business, you just have to set yourself up for success. So if that means paying for a business course, then pay for that business course. You paid for it, so you're most likely going to attend. Even like my cleaning business mentees that I mentor, they pay for my time. And do they all show up? Yes, they do, because they paid for it. For me, it's laying out my clothes the night before so I know exactly what I'm going to wear, so I don't even have to wake up and think. I'm really disciplined in what I eat, in terms of how many calories I eat every day, how much carbs and protein I intake. Now, on the outside looking in, you might think, wow, Sharice, you are so disciplined. And actually, it's not that I'm disciplined, it's that I pay for a meal service to deliver my food every single Sunday. It is something that I do because I have created it. That's what I mean about creating an environment around you so that you can maintain a level of discipline. And by doing this meal prep service, or by buying this meal prep service, it means that I don't have to stand over a stove every Sunday cooking my own meals every day. In fact, I don't have to do that. It means that I can do something better with my time. And so it means that I'm more disciplined with my time. Everything that I've said is not rocket science. It's not some magical thing that is going to completely blow your mind. Everything I said is very simple. I think that's how it's meant to be. If I've noticed with me, I can't do big things to change. It has to be simple steps, simple progress. Otherwise, I'm going to fail. You can't overcomplicate it. So yeah, I've just learned to make it simple, make it easy. And by doing that, I think it will also help you guys too. I don't know if anyone can resonate with my weaknesses and the positives that I've tried to change. and implement in my life. If you have, then definitely let me know. I like reading comments. I think I have been so procrastinating in my YouTube channel that I get really, really low views. And it just means that I just have to stay consistent with it. I don't care. But if you are watching this, say hi, because I see all of my comments, likes, everything. And let me see my steps. I'm not home yet, but I'm going to check my steps. So it's 10:15 and I've done 15,410 steps. I'm going to end it there. Quickly run home, edit this video and upload it. See you on day 5. I hope that has helped you guys. So the main takeaway from this is don't wait for motivation. You can't wait on discipline. You can't wait on anything. It has to be something that you create so that you can be motivated, so that you can be disciplined. But yeah, anyway, I hope everyone has a great evening and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Bye.